So how do you go from peasant to king, from zero to hero? How? By understanding the rules of the game, by being in fellowship and community with high level individuals like myself, by having access to education that the education system doesn't teach you. Let me explain to you something about the education system. Look up the publishers of these books that the school system has. You'll realize it's the same billionaires that control the news. The same people that publish the books are the same people that publish the news. They're the same people that publish and run the big news media outlets on the internet. They're the same people nowadays that run social media. They're not these $2 billion tech conglomerates. These people are worth hundreds of billions of dollars. They're untouchable. And all I'm here to do is to share with you that information. Whether you choose to act on it or not will have no impact on my life. But I promise you, if you act on it, it will have a massive impact on your life. But first, you must be empowered. You see somebody say, yes, let's talk about crypto. We're going to talk about crypto in just a second. Somebody says, let's see here. Let's read some comments. What is Elon Musk eating? Who knows what Elon Musk is eating, bro? All I'm going to tell you is that there's something called the nationalization of private companies. The nationalization of private companies is the following. When a private company is either in trouble, such as SpaceX or Amazon, and they need some sort of cash influx, they're going to get that from the government. The nationalization of private industry happens as follows, right? If we wanted to defund any sort of government organization, we can do that because it belongs to the people. But what if the government has decided to give that power to corporations? Well, they're corporations. If you don't want their service, you no longer have to use them. And the reason they want it to be a monopoly, even though they have anti-monopoly rules, it's all fake. Just look at all the companies Amazon owns. Do you think they just own Amazon.com? No. Let me pull that shit up. How many companies Amazon owns? Look at this shit. Let's pull it up on the chart. I'm gonna show you guys something that's about to blow your mind. Let's see here. I think, okay, perfect. This is the chart. This is what Amazon owns, guys. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. This is what Amazon owns, guys.
Have you noticed that the only people who are still hyping dropshipping right now are the people that are selling you cheap dropshipping courses? I mean, the truth is, we all know it. It's no longer 2020. You can't just grab a product off of AliExpress, run some cheap picture Canva ads, and expect to make money. Ad costs are up, customers are smarter, shipping times and tariffs are tough to handle, and that's why most beginners are being left behind. But at the same time, a new wave of 19-year-old, 20-year-old kids are making a killing. They're actually making it work. 50K, 100K, even $1 million a month quietly. They're running lean. They're using AI to do the heavy lifting. And they're creating the systems that help them sell products while they sleep. And they have the best suppliers while everybody else is waiting 3-4 weeks for their products. They're shipping in 2 to 3 days. This is how ecom is scaled profitably in 2025. This is the new age of ecom. And what you should be doing right now is figuring out how to take opportunity and make some serious money and get started right away. Because even though the opportunity is there, only a few people are paying attention. There is massive upside. Ecom society, as you know, is dropping soon. And inside of ecom society, you're going to uncover and have access to all of the systems to make your first 100K in ecom. But I'm keeping it small because we have live coaching sessions and everyone will be invited, so the lobbies will fill up. You'd understand. Anytime I roll out a community, anytime I roll out a product, the demand is massive. Everybody wants to join. And we can't really have the ability, the possibility to allow everybody to join the ecosystem. So we have to be exclusive. For the first people joining, they'll have access to the VIP waitlist. Check the links in the bio and join the waitlist before the window closes, and I'll see you inside.
This is every single company that Amazon owns inside, okay? These are the companies that they own. And these are their competitors. They have tackled almost every niche of monopoly that you could ever think about. They own Whole Foods. They own audio. They own Alexa, which hears everything you say. If you use Alexa or Siri, you're a moron. That's how they hear everything. Amazon Prime to compete with music. Now they compete with video. Now audio, food, gaming companies. They purchased Twitch. That's why it's kind of hard for us to be on Twitch. IMDb, AWS. Did you know that the CIA's servers are hosted on AWS? No, of course you didn't. Groceries, they own Fresh. Then, of course, they're competing here. Now, of course, they have their payment system. So this is what you're up against, right? You're up against a system that is designed to tell you that it's equal, that it's fair for everybody, that it's normal, that, he owns Amazon.com. But then you start realizing that if he gets a tax subsidy of $1.50 for every package that he ships out. Why? Because it's easier to control one big organization, and it's the nationalization of companies, as opposed to leaving your mom and pop shops operating and making, 100, 200, 300K a year, $1 million. What do you think this whole shutdown was for? To protect you? To protect you? Why do you think trillions of dollars were printed? To protect you? Where has the money gone? You don't have it. The broke people, the 1,400 stimmy checks, they spent it on Amazon.com, or they went and bought some Louis Vuitton belt, like a bunch of fucking morons. Because that's what they are. They're dumb. And the reason they're dumb is because of the way that they think, the food that they consume, the resources that they're exposed to, and their belief system. So if I can help you realign your belief system and help you get rid of a lot of the cognitive dissonance that's in your mind, that you don't understand why you believe what you believe, you just believe it, you haven't questioned it, then that's the start of your journey. Once you master understanding the power of your mind, we're going to proceed to mastering money. Then we're going to proceed to mastering networks, but it all starts with mastering yourself. The reason you're poor is because you're poor of the mind, and you need to understand this. So if you want to be rich in the pocket, you must first be rich of the mind. So how do we get rich in the mind? How do we get rich in the mind? First of all, we need to stop consuming crap. So what is consumption? A few things. The first is the physical consumption. The second one is the mental consumption. And the third one is the spiritual consumption. So let's address the first one. What is the physical consumption? Let's start with the outer layer of our body, our skin. Your skin is the biggest organ in your body. A lot of you guys are out here putting sunscreen on. You're putting this aluminum fucking Axe deodorant when you don't even understand what's on. Oh, but it smells like chocolate. That ain't chocolate, dude. You're putting oils. You're putting all this garbage on your body. These girls are caking up their faces with makeup. All that seeps into your body. Even if you're not careful, it destroys you. Next is the food that you consume. A lot of you motherfuckers are unhappy and you don't know why you're unhappy, but I can tell you that there's a reason why you're unhappy. A lot of it can be contributed to one chemical in your body. Guys, I'm going to teach you how to become a fucking killer. Do you understand that? This ain't about money. This is about life. Because if money is all you have, then you don't have much. Now, a wealthy man is a man of balance, a man of serenity, a man of equanimity and of balance. And today we live on a planet, in a world that has everything but balance. Everything is an extreme. Everything is a hyperinflection of itself. Everything is volatile. But if you can be at balance, at harmony, then you are learning the principle of what it means to become wealthy. What does it mean to have $100 million in the bank account and nobody loves you and you're suicidal? What does it mean to be suicidal and people love you and people are around you, but you're so self-focused and so self-centered and focused on your own little problems that it doesn't matter, right? What happens when you have $100 million in the bank account and you have family that loves you, but you're cancer-ridden in a bed like this and you can't fucking move because you've been listening to the indoctrination doctors. Similar play on words. Somebody said, what's your skincare routine? I have none. I just eat very healthy and I'm a man of God. So I'm pretty popping with that. Skincare routine. I don't have one. I'm going to show you guys. I have something called rose water, organic rose water. You can input organic rose water in your face. It'll like clear up your face, but that's about it. Next, it's what you consume, the food you consume. A lot of you guys eat fast food because you want fast results, because you want to be filled fast. It's all fast, 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 fast. Because you don't appreciate your body, because you take your body for granted. The paradox in life is that we put value on things that we can replace. We put value on things that we pay for. We put value on the Louis Vuitton bag. We put value on the car. All of these things are replaceable. The paradox is the things that we cannot replace: our bodies, our minds, our family, our mind, our intelligence, our well-being. All these things cannot be replaced. And once they're gone, you can never recover them. But the world has a way to make us be asleep at what truly matters and focus on the things that are fleeting, that are momentary, that don't last. Why? Because they push it through the internet. They propagate it through music videos. We're going to watch some of the craziest music videos. Guys, you're going to be fucking surprised when I put you onto this shit. Now, we need to be extremely careful because we understand that this platform is owned by people that don't want us to be sharing these messages, right? And they don't want us to be talking about truth, and they don't want us to be talking about how to liberate oneself. I can't free you. You got to free yourself, but I'm going to show you the keys, and I have found the keys. The keys have been handed down to me. I've explored, I found them, and I've been searching for them. I was searching for the key that would tell me one very important principle. How can I control the outcome of my life? How can you control the outcome of your life? How can you be responsible for the outcome of your life? Now, most people don't want to assume responsibility because if they fail, then they have nobody to blame. If they lose, they have to look at themselves in the mirror and say, you were a loser, you failed. Got the flies here. But it's extremely important to understand that you have to be willing to take the risk of being responsible. And the government doesn't want you to be responsible. The higher powers don't want you to be responsible. They want you to pin it on some blue or red political party, that the other person is the problem, that the cops are the problem, that the people in the hood are the problem. Everybody's a problem except you. But the moment you die, you realize that nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody cares what you've done in life, that you're in it for yourself, that you're in it for your family, and that the only person that you're going to have to live with for the rest of your life is yourself. Not the validation of some fucking motherfucker on Twitch, on TikTok, on YouTube. None of that shit matters. They ain't paying the bills. If I get sick today, they're not going to come and visit me. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. It's the comment of some other person. It's totally fine. So where do you get your news from, Luke? It's very interesting. You know, I've been doing a lot of research internally for the last couple of years, and the information is out there, but it's not very publicly available. But it all started by understanding that the people in charge don't care. They don't care. They'll fuck little kids. They'll kill people. They'll hang people privately, right? They'll hang people in their jail cells and call it suicide. They don't give a fuck. They're psychopaths, right? They're psychopaths.